It's noontime yoga. Let me know you're here. And let's see. The thing is, some people have said this class is not for mere mortals. Agreed. Agreed. This is sort of a more advanced acrobatic type of event. But I'm happy also to break things down, and I do in my Zoom classes as well. Let's see. Please reach out to me if you'd like to join some of the Zoom classes. We also have gentle yoga class 3 days a week, today at 4:45 as well. So lots of options. Okay, let's see, here we go. We're gonna just roll the shoulders back and roll the shoulders forward. I'll make this totally quiet so I can clench your fists, lift all 10 toes so you can really feel the inner thighs. Inwardly rotate, right? We're not trying to do a ballet class, not externally rotate, internally rotate. And plant the big toe and all the rest of the 10 toes. It's like you feel, you know, in the days of getting a pedicure when they put those things on your feet and your toes can, I don't get them often enough to really describe it well, but I think you get the gist. So we're trying to lay our weight evenly as an anchor on the floor. Asana means anchor. So we are anchoring ourselves. Asana means seat, the anchor, the seat that you are always going to try to find. Yeah? Inhale, shoulders back and down and the other way. Stretch your right arm over your left. Sitting in computer, asana posture, reach the arm out. You know, I keep thinking it's the benefit of not being in a big crowded yoga class is that you can inhale, stretch your left arm all the way over, hold your breath, and then let it swing without fear that you shall hit someone. Om Nata Yoga Nustasanam Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Now here is yoga, and the practice of yoga is to quell the meanderings of the mind. And if you're feeling like me today, there's lots to meander through. Inhale, reach your arms up. Ribs stay tucked in and just reach up. Exhale, come hands to thighs. Inhale, lift the heart and the chest. Exhale, fold in half, shake your head no, and roll on up to standing. And right away again, inhale, reach up, keeping your ribs in. Exhale, fold. Let the head go, let the arms hang, and roll on up. Last time, inhale, reach up. Maybe shift your hips to the left and your arm to the right. Back to the center, and change. And fold in half. All right, we've got Jania, we've got Perry. Good. Hands flat. Walk your feet back into plank. So this is an upper push-up position. We're rotating the triceps toward each other, rotating the thighs toward each other. Immediately your belly gets to have a focus. And exhale, come to your knees. Take your elbows to your ribs and just take a low cobra. Shoulders away from the ears, hands are flat. 2. So, you know, I wake up with a lot of back pain. This helps locate it. And then I find some release, some softness around it. Inhale, come onto your knees. Tuck your toes under. And take downward facing dog. Now, downward dog can have your knees bent, your heels off the floor, whatever needs to happen so that you're not in excruciating pain, so that you can continue to breathe. And just so you can find some extension, some length in the back of the thighs. Bend the knees, look to the hands, and lightly walk or jump your feet forward. Inhale, the heart lifts, the chest lifts. Exhale, fold in half, shake your head no. And roll on up to standing. Just roll, roll, roll. Draw your shoulders up to your ears, maybe back and down. And we'll take another one just like that. Inhale, reach the arms up, reminding the rib cage to stay down, not puff out. Inhale, exhale, fold in half, hands come toward the floor. And if the floor is not available to you for many reasons, just hold on to the shins. Yeah? Inhale, lift the heart and the chest, look past the mat. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are flat. Walk yourself into your plank position. Maybe let's take some belly work right here. You can be on the knee, you'll still get a lot of belly work. Reach it back. Drop the right leg. Inhale, lift the left. Take it to the knee. Take it back. Come all the way to the knees. Elbows. Low cobra. Come through your knees. Maybe you take a cat-cow. Tuck the toes under. Find your way to downward facing dog. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees. When I say lightly jump, I also mean, hobble, walk, tiptoe, whatever makes sense for you today in this moment. Fold in half. Inhale, roll on up. And one last time. Reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward while you lift your kneecaps. Pull in the ribs and the belly. That'll help you go farther down and helps give you some warm up, some stretch in the thighs. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Shake your head no. Again, you can hold the ankles or the shins. Inhale, lift the heart and the chest. You're in like a halfway position. Bend the knees now, hands are flat. Inhale, walk your feet back. Let's take the right leg up. Again, you can be on the left knee. Take the right leg up, draw it to the left elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. And to the right elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to your knees and to your chest. Inhale, low cobra, elbows in. Exhale through your knees. And maybe you stay in your downward dog just like this with really bent knees or straight legs in a full downward dog. Try not to lock up the knees either way. So maybe a micro bend there. Eyes travel to the navel. It allows the concentration to really harness inwardly. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take the right foot and try to draw it through the hands. Come on to the left knee for a big stretch there. So we're stretching the front of the left hip, maybe the back, maybe the chest, the shoulders. Hey, nice to see you, Jenny and Bro Diamond. Look at that, that's fun. Inhale, stretch your left leg back, straight. Turn the left foot on its side, heel to heel line up. We'll lift the pubic bone, drop the tailbone. You can take the hands at the waist and just pause there. Keep breathing. If the shoulders allow, you can bring them up like goalpost arms or stretch all the way up. Inhale, exhale. Take your right hand, your hands to the right leg. Bring both feet together. Take chair. And then let's change sides. Right leg back. Keep guiding your right hip forward, left hip back, lift your pubic bone, drop your heel. Really straight arms if you can. Breathe, come into chair, and come to standing. I know we didn't stretch that other hip, I just realized. Inhale, take chair, eyes up. Exhale, hands come toward the floor. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are flat. Walk your feet into your plank position. Come to your knees, come to your chest. Low cobra, shoulders away from the ears. If you're up for it and you want to challenge yourself a little bit, the knees come off the floor. But keeping the knees down is a terrific idea. Let's take that stretch we didn't do. So the left foot's going to come all the way through the hands. Come onto the right knee. You get a nice stretch in the right hip. And breathe. Try not to let the belly go on vacation. We're lifting inside, drawing the right hip forward. Nice long stretch in the sciatic and the psoas. All those S factors that are difficult to address. Heel to heel line up, reach the arms up. And inhale, exhale, take chair. 5, just because my pal Jania loves it. 4, it's an enigma to me why. 3, 2, 1. Hands to the heart. And then we always come back to Samasthiti. One of the things I like about this kind of yoga practice is that you find your way back to basics, to nothingness. Inhale, separate the feet. Exhale, hold the big toes with the index finger and the middle finger. Lengthen the chest and fold in half. Again, it doesn't have to be straight knees at all. The knees should have a slight bend to it. 2, 3. Trying to keep the shoulders away from the ears. 4, 5. Inhale. Now you shimmy your hands underneath your feet maybe. Maybe the legs come a little straighter. Breathe. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hands to the waist. Exhale, come on up. Close the feet. Inhale, open yourself to the right. Turn both toes to the back of your mat. Heel to heel line up. Shift your hips to the left. Breathe. Holding down the right leg. And take the left hand to the left waist. Breathe. 1. Triangle pose. If the left arm goes all the way up, terrific. It can stay right there at the hip. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come on up. Turn and face the front of your mat now. The right hip is heading back. Keep shifting your weight, your hips to the back of the mat, to the right, and then the left hand goes down the left leg. The right hip can tilt forward a little bit. That's fine. Reach the other arm either up to the sky or keep it right there at the hip. I know a lot of us have shoulder issues, and now probably would not be the best time to overwork them or experiment. Just take what feels right so that you can maintain the breath, maintain some sense of stretch, openness. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, roll your shoulders back. Let's bend the right knee. Knee is in line with the heel. Both heels are in the same line. We're not trying to contort anything. Right elbow to the right knee. And again, we're not slouching. Space between the shoulder and the ear. Breathe. 1, 2. If you want to experiment, you can go a little further, a little deeper. You can take the right hand to the floor. The right knee is glued to the right forearm. Very important. 3, 4, and 5. Hi, Nina. Exhale. Hands to the waist and change sides. Left knee bends, knees over the heel, right leg super straight. Reaching the torso. So even though the knee is bent, we're trying not to take the torso with it. Keep yourself in your asana, right there, grounded in your pose. Exhale. Take the left elbow to the left knee. You can massage out the right waist, right? We're all about teaching the body how to release itself now that we can't easily, at least, go to massage or chiropractor or whatever the things are that were your sort of go-to self-care things. We might be able to find it more on our own. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, bend the right knee again. We're going to take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, keeping the left foot glued to the floor. So it's going to want to bend. Keep extending it. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Now look, I just felt a crick in my back because I was going too far, too fast. Back off from your biggest challenge, maybe. Get into it a little bit more gently, a little bit more inquisitively. Inhale, keep twisting. Breathe. 1, 2, wringing out the midsection just like a sponge, but I'm holding the space really taut in the belly. Exhale, because it helps the back. Inhale, hands to the waist. Change sides. Left knee is going to bend. Right Pinky toe glues to the mat. Really, really glue it down. You know, it occurs to me, if it's going too fast, you can press pause. Like, I think you can press pause and then come back to it. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Really glue that pinky toe down. And again, I was overzealous in my twist. I'm going to back up, pull in the ribs and the belly, and then just pause there. And then maybe I go a little further each breath, each moment. If your neck doesn't feel good, you look down. Otherwise, you can find a way to look up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, exhale. So finding a way to find stillness in the effort, right? Effortless effort. What can I do to stand tall with great energy as well as calmly root to the floor? Inhale, exhale. Maybe you hold the thighs. Inhale, maybe you go deeper and deeper and deeper. This would be the beginning of an inversion, using the thighs, really pulling in the ribs and the belly. So I'm not just pouncing my hands to the floor. I'm really sorting out what needs to happen in order to do so, pulling everything up. Then maybe the hands come to the floor or to a block. I don't know, you could use your cat or your dog if they're willing to play along. So it might look like this. You can place your head down on it. You can prop yourself up. Again, pulling in the ribs and the belly. Hands to the waist. Come on, back up. Inhale, reach the arms out. Exhale, hands back to the waist. An opportunity to really draw from the navel. Pulling it back to the spine. Finding your breath. Inhale. Not letting the tush come out like into dog pose, into dog tilt. We're really keeping that down so that the belly can guide you. Keep pulling the pelvis, like rounding the pelvis. It'll help you stay safe in this posture. Pull up the knees. 2, 3. Shift forward on the balls of your feet. Inhale. Exhale. Reach the arms out. We're going to interlace the hands behind. Just like that. Or you can take either elbow. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale. Keep breathing the kneecaps up. Maybe a little bend to the knees. In fact, probably for sure. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Again, let's not go to our biggest, best stretch ever. This is, Wednesday, hump day. It's also a day of reflection of what I can do to pull myself through and keep myself safe. Inhale, hands holding your big toes. Inhale, lengthen, chest lifts. And then, as though I've never done the pose before, with great curiosity, I'm going to bend the elbows out, take the shoulders away from the ears. Let the head come toward the floor. 2. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 3. And 4. 5. Inhale, let's stay down. You can bend your knees a little bit. If you have something to prop up your hand, we'll just take a twist. So twists are terrific, especially when we're a little more sedentary, perhaps. I know there's a lot of us outside running, and I'm just so glad that we live in Southern California and are able to do that. So, but twists are very helpful to unwind, to detoxify. Maybe you've imbibed or ate more than you thought you wanted to, or something different. Twists are great for all those reasons. And then you're going to twist to the left. Maybe the arm comes up. Maybe it hides behind the thigh. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to take a squat. And again, this is going to be one of those moments. Hi, Rachel Bard. Sarah Peel, how exciting. Malcolm, Chania. This is going to be one of those moments you're going to look on and be like, oh, I can't do it. I mean, maybe you fly into Bakasana all the time. Crow pose. So the hands come to the floor. It doesn't matter if you ever lift off the ground. The more important is the process, that's for sure. You can live a healthy, happy life without ever doing this pose. So the forearm is going to touch the shin. The left forearm is going to touch the left shin. I'm going to tilt up and be like releve, be on my toes. Pull your navel all the way into your spine as though you're going to reach above, like I picture a big beach ball. And again, it's just to play, yeah? So we're lifting all the way up, lifting, lifting. Maybe you lift the right leg. The eyes just past the mat. Maybe lift the left leg. And then finding some tranquility in that lightheartedness. Just to play, right? Just to play. Try one more time. Inhale. 2, shoulders back. 3, 4, 5. Maybe you walk yourself into plank. Vashisthasana. So step 1 would be draw your left knee to the floor, draw your right arm up, tuck your ribs in. Now if you've got wrist issues, you might come to the forearm and you still get a nice stretch of the side body. And you can keep the right hand right where it is. If you're fine on all accounts, the wrists, then maybe you want to go for the full posture. Shoulders in line. 2, drawing from the navel. Toes really flexed helps. 4. And if you can do the posture, but the neck's not in happy place, so just look to the floor. Exhale, come into chaturanga. And then the second side. Breathe. 1, 2, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Left elbow to the right knee. Breathe. 1, 2. Come back and to the left. 1, 2. And cross it. 1, 2. And the other way. Come to your knees. And take a moment in child's pose. I really said a moment, didn't I? Stretch your legs in front. Inhale. Exhale. Reach forward. Holding the feet somewhere. Lift, lift, lift the kneecaps. So we're always trying to practice Tadasana. Tall spine. Reach the chest toward the thighs. Hold. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Take the right leg up to the sky. Now, mine's not up at the sky. It's just lifting. Yeah? We're not trying to go farther than you ever could. Vinay, I love you too. Take the left heel, maybe bring it in toward the hip. And sitting up really, really tall. So the left knee is bent. That helps to release any too much stretch in the thigh. Suddenly I can't speak English. Inhale, open the right leg to the right. Gaze over the left shoulder. And now we're going to cross through the center. This isn't a terribly specific yoga pose. Oh, hi Jerry. I hope you're practicing with us. But this really helps elongate the right hip. And exhale, releases the whole rib cage, the kidneys. Maybe you take that twist again as far as you can. Inhale back to the center. Rob Eshman. Inhale, take the left leg up and breathe. 1. So fun to see everybody today. I took out my computer this time. Exhale, right heel bends into the perineum. We're kind of, our weight is just distributed on the right toe. So that becomes part of the asana, part of the anchoring. Inhale, take both hands at the left foot, sit up really tall. Exhale, open the left leg to the side. Inhale. Perry, let's talk. Breathe. Inhale. Back to the center. And cross the body. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. So any of my yoga students, my regular students out there know that this is just this excellent transition. We can't help but find our way. Hi, Lindsay. To Navasana, boat pose. Breathe. Shoulders back. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to cross our shins, and we're just going to try to reset the body. So it's just a little lift up. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just a little lift up. Inhale, legs straight out again, shoulders down, breathe 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Number 3, I think it is. Breathe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift up. I think number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, Jania. I think we're 5, right? Breathe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to kick it in gear so that we have some way to balance in our headstands a little better. Lean back and come on up. 1, exhale back, and 2, exhale back, and 3. Inhale, soles of the feet together. Hi, Steve Greenspan. And Baddha Konasana. So Baddha means bound, Kona is angle, Asana, seat. So sit up really tall first, draw the tailbone down, pubic bone up, and tilt forward, breathe. I'm trying to keep my tailbone touching the mat. So even though it looks like it's coming off, and it's coming off a little bit, the intention is to keep it rooted. Immediately I feel that more in my belly. And come on up to sitting. Now we'll take the crown of the head to the feet. So we're pulling in the belly, pulling in the ribs, super duper mounts, elbows pressing in the inner thighs, and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Collect your toes again. I always call this like the cover of yoga journal pose. You know, they're just sitting up there with their legs up real high on the sits bones, balancing. Exhale. Separate the feet. And of course, with great control, tilt forward. And then just pause. Wherever you are, you are. If your nose touches the floor, fantastic. If not, terrific. Either way, we're trying to keep the tailbone on the floor. And most importantly, we're trying to honor this as a breath practice. Not in a groovy way, but in a real way. Inhale, sit up tall. Bring the feet together fully. And exhale, 5 breaths to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, strict Shavasana. So that means our eyes are open, but we're in a relaxed corpse pose, a lying down pose. Inhale. I promised us inversions. So let's just gently take one bridge pose. Lift your hips off the floor. No great, magic fanfare. Just lift the hips off the floor. If you have a block or a pillow, or you might place it between the thighs, just to show your body what to focus on. The inner thighs, not the buttocks. The shoulders, but not the ribs. Exhale, come on down. Little windshield wiper of your knees to the right and the left. If one side feels particularly tight, let yourself really massage that out. The psoas seems to have a doozy of the time, especially on women and especially during stress. Take the soles of the feet together. Place one hand at the lower belly, one hand at the thigh. Inward turn, softening, connecting with the breath and the body. Keep breathing down there. Okay. Exhale. We're going to hug the knees into the chest. Straighten the legs up to the sky. All 10 toes facing you. Most of the time we want to sickle our feet a little bit. Try to pull the big toe side to the ceiling and the pinky toe side to your head. Inhale. Exhale. If you have that block or that pillow and you wanted to start like that, just by drawing your hips on top of it maybe, you certainly could. Your hands are going to be the next step. You're going to try to draw your hips to the sky elbows underneath you. Keep climbing the legs up. Inwardly rotating the thighs again. So the work in the posture certainly is to breathe, and then to draw the elbows as close as you can in, and the hands flat on the back. And then you could stay up as long as you can. When you're done with that part, you'll take your toes over your head and keep drawing your hands to support the small of the back. Maybe the knees come by the ears. And slowly, 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 as slowly as you can, slower than you think, try to draw yourself down on your back and then to the crown of the head. So the head comes behind you, shoulders back, and breathe. 2, 3, 4, and come on down. All right, so that would be a shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. Hi, Jonathan Fawn. I'm going to remove my hair, bobby pin, because it was digging into my head. So this practice was built with 13-year-old boys in India in mind who didn't have, hair to deal with and led a vegetarian, calm life diet. We may not be those people, so we're going to take what we can do and just be okay with that. Inhale for a headstand preparation. And again, it's the preparation we're looking for. The goal is to breathe more fully in the preparation. The extra, the coming into the full asana, can come this life or your next life. Keep practicing, and all will come. So says Patanjali. So we're going to interlace the hands. And if you're at a wall, that's a terrific idea. Let's see. Can I be at a wall? I could. Well, we're going to come onto the forearms. So the hands are like this. We're on the forearms. I'm going to put the crown of my head right there into the space of my hands. And then I'm going to take downward facing dog. The goal is to be patient with yourself and to stay in that downward dog posture as many weeks as you need to, until magic happens. So if you walk the feet in as much as you can to your head, and then take your downward dog, you can kind of continue to investigate. Where can you distribute your weight more so you're not just on the crown of your head? I begin to feel it on my forearms, which is really good. I can try to lift all that belly work we did, lift away from the floor like that. Inhale, let's try it. So the hands, again, we're making this really nice triangle shape, and our head comes right in the middle of it. Downward dog, walk them in, walk them in. Maybe you take the right leg up and plant it. Take the left leg up, plant it, and then maybe you kick both legs up one at a time. Right, there's that one spot where balance is. I'm going to try to meet my left foot to my right at that balance spot. And then I play. Playing with the balance. I'm going to come up down. Playing with the balance. Playing with, so if the leg is more forward, but you can find that balance right there in the middle, you're going to try to meet it. Doing it in a mirror is a great idea. If you're at a wall, I just didn't practice this at the wall, so I don't know how close. But a really good idea is to get your hands just up against the wall right there. Put your head still in the middle. And then you can gently, kick one leg up, the other leg up. You can bend the knees, you can open. And then you can just visit it slowly, slowly. Nobody's watching you. Everybody's watching me and I'm doing it. Nobody's watching you. You can feel foolish. You can try to stay a breath, right? It's called the king of the postures. Some people think you can hurt yourself by staying up too long. I know so many of those, yogis write that they live to be 105 still doing their headstands. In fact, my 94-year-old student just recently started doing her headstand. It was very exciting. Okay, so now The counter pose to shoulder stand is this Matsyasana fish pose that we didn't really do. So you'll take the feet off the floor, palms together, and you come on down. The counter pose to headstand is that child's pose. But let's find our way onto our backs, and we'll find our way into pigeon. So if you know that you shorten your neck and you want to put a prop under your head, be it a pillow or a block, oh, feels delicious to me. You could let the knees splay first. Maybe take a hand at the chest, a hand at the heart, solar plexus, I should have said. A lot of tension can arise in the solar plexus. A lot of tension can arise even when you're doing something like yoga that's supposed to be this calming breath practice, but there's an excitement to it, and you get to be competitive with yourself maybe, or hard on yourself, and that's part of what I love about the practice, about finding those moments and having some equilibrium within it. A little, what's this called again? Happy baby pose. Take the right heel over the left knee now, and really press the right knee open, threading the right arm through the little window. Take hold of the right wrist with your left hand. And again, just notice your left foot. Did it sickle? Try to draw the big toe toward the front of your mat maybe, and the pinky toe toward your head. 2. Really getting soft. Maybe a little smile appears in the corner of your mouth. Inhale. Exhale, change sides. Left heel over the right knee. And breathe. Now, don't let my ending class dictate where you want to be. If you want to stay in this pigeon posture until 4:45 when we do our gentle yoga class with chair options on the Temple Emmanuel Beverly Hills Facebook page, shameless plug, please be my guest to do so. If you want to come on out of it and you want to take a twist, you can let both knees go to the right. Gazing over your left shoulder, shoulders away from the ears. You want to take your left thumb, and again, utilizing your new massage skills. And maybe change sides. Again, going at your pace, not mine. Inhale, hug your knees back to your chest. If you want to rock back and forth 3 times, exhale up, back, inhale up, 1 and 2 and 3. And then maybe you straighten your legs, find a long forward bend. And again, not my version of forward bend or your version in your head, but what is real in your body. So maybe, you want to support and not get too much stretch in the pelvis. Then you would take something and lean above it, like a bunch of pillows you could stack. Shoulders down. You could hold the ankles. You could hold the calves. You could hold the waist, whatever is right for your body in this moment. Maybe you hug the right knee into the chest. Maybe you're still in pigeon, right? Or maybe you've reached yourself to Shavasana. Maybe you take a twist here. Hi, Mark Lieber. Bat-El, Bud Mishkin, Polly. Hi, everybody. Roll your right foot around. Stretch it out. Exhale, take the left foot, hug the left knee, sit everything up really tall. Inhale, take both legs out. Breathe, 5 breaths. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Flop down. You stay down. What I like to do at the end of our practices, is chant a little something. Very. He said we love. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath. Rub the palms together. Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadhanam Dhyayet Sarva Vigna Pashantaye. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. May there be peace above us and below us, to our left and to our right, so that we can learn to practice this peace with patience, a big sense of humor, and always by example. Namaste. Please write me if you have questions about the rest of my schedule, or specifically about a posture or two. Have a good one.